As someone of significance, you have the ability to stop along your journey to say, I need to take time out for me. I need to be selfish for a minute, to evaluate what's important. If you're not able to evaluate what's important for you, then you're probably not going to be able to be what that person needs you to be. Because we have to first take care of ourselves. It's like being on an airplane, you know, when you get the whole safety briefing and they tell you to put the mask on yourself first and then the person who's with you. You got to handle some things going on within yourself first before you start trying to handle things with other people. And so as we go along our journey, we're going to have these times we have to stop, and then we can go, but then we have to stop, but then we can go, and it never stops. We have to find out, okay, how do I evaluate and find out what's really important? It's a stop sign. When was the last time you've taken time just to slow down and then reprioritize? Or look at the things that you have going on in life and say, okay, where do I need to, okay, last year this was here, but this year I need to make some adjustments. I need to make some changes. It's very important to do that. Life is going to throw things at you, and you're going to have to do that. And this is interesting to me because one of my personal testimonies is that I had to actually do that. 8 years ago, I retired from the military, 21 years in the military, active duty, full time. Ever since I was 17 years old, I was full-time military. And I served, but when I retired in 2008, there was a shift in my life to where I had to now identify what's important to me. I mean, for 21 years, I had to do what they told me to do. I had to dress the way they wanted me to dress. They told me what time to get up in the morning. Everything was already thought out for me. All I had to do was get up and obey, surrender, and do what I was supposed to do. And I enjoyed it. I mean, the military was a great life for me. But there came a time in my life when I retired. I said, okay, but for the next part of my life, what am I going to do for me? This was good that I served. Now I have to stop. I have to evaluate and see, what does Tamiko want? What are my passions? What are my goals? And so I had to go through a journey of self-exploration and personal assessments and self-awareness to find out more about myself, because I was programmed, y'all. I was a soldier. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I was very faithful and obedient. That's what I was taught to do since I graduated. But now, how does things change? What am I going to do? And so in that journey that I went through, self-exploration and self-awareness, I began to find out, man, I really like life coaching, you know, because I hired on a life coach to help me. And I said, you know what, this is good stuff. This is what I like to do. And so that's what I do now. But I had to stop and find out what was important. And what was important were values. What values are important? What are my goals? Now, what are my dreams? You know, when I leave here, I want to leave it all out. I want to know that I've tried, I've attempted, and I've done everything that I possibly wanted to do. And so in order for me to do that, I had to stop and find out what was important in order to be able to do that. And so you have to stop sometime and find out what's important, because life will throw so many things at you, but you're in control. You have the ability to slow things down, reevaluate, and reprioritize. You must be in alignment with what matters to you.